I am here to tell you that you will pass IELTS in one sitting. Like, you just have to put all these things into consideration. This is the only video you need apart from practicing, and you get into that hall, you will write your exam and you will pass in one sitting. I have done it. I have helped other people do it. I've told people about it and they have done it in one sitting. So what are the odds? You have to pass in one sitting. Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Ariola. In case you're new here, that is a crime. But anyways, you can still join the family right now. I'm waiting. 1, 2, 3. I hope you have joined the family already. So today I'm going to be telling you about my immigration journey. However, we're going to be starting from the very beginning, the beginning of the whole thing. So the first thing is IELTS. A lot of people have been writing these things multiple times. Why? Can you tell me the reason why you keep writing IELTS in the comment section? I want to know. I want to see from your point of view before I now tell you a way for you to pass in one sitting. And I'm being serious because I use this method. It worked for me. I told many people around me this method and it has been working for them. They have been sitting for it for once and they have been passing. But you have to follow this thing accordingly. You know, you have to really want to pass. And I'll be telling you all of the secrets in this video. So according to my theory, the number one thing on the list is if you're a believer, you have to first of all talk to God. You have to talk to God, completely telling him everything that you want to do and that you want to pass in one sitting. I'm not saying because you've been failing, you don't believe in God or God has been failing you. There are other things I'm going to be telling you in this video that's going to help together. But I'm just going to come from a point of somebody that is religious, that you have to talk to God. You have to sit with God months before even preparing for your IELTS. You have to know that you want to do this thing and you have to start talking to God. You have to tell God to help you open your brain. You have to read. I'm just telling you how to read to help you pass. So after you are done with talking to God, now you have to talk to yourself. Before you go into that hall, you have to tell yourself that you must pass in one sitting. Some people will go in shaking. They've never seen this exam before. They've never written this exam before. Then why are you scared? Why are you shaking? Why don't you believe in yourself? Like, do you know that believing in yourself goes a long way, even before the exam hits you? You know? So you have to believe in yourself. How do you believe in yourself? You have to read. You have to read. You just don't sit down and then you tell me that you pray to God and then you believe in yourself that you're going to go and pass and you're going to pass. No, you are not going to pass. You will definitely fail. Number 3 thing on this list is you have to understand that this is Oyinbo test, not a Nigerian test. So you have to learn, relearn, unlearn. But you see, this particular unlearning, it goes a long way because in Nigeria, it is just too much. It is just a lot of problems to pass. This exam is not a problematic exam. You make it problematic. Let me tell you. In Nigeria, they will tell you write a 5,000 words essay because you want to pass SSC. That doesn't make any sense. In this particular exam, they want you to write 150 words and 250 words. Why are you disturbing yourself? When you can just go straight to the point? Why are you knocking about the bush? Why are you breaking down the tree? Why are you scattering everywhere because you want to write an essay? They don't want you to stress yourself too much. All they are asking from you is a 150 words letter or essay. And then they are asking you for 250 words essay or letter. I think I've mixed it together. But those are what they need from you. That is the part of unlearning. Nigeria is stressful. African studies are stressful. This is Oyinbo man tests. So unlearn all the whole 500, 1,000 words essay. They don't want you to go about doing they just want you to go straight to the point, hit the nail on the head and give them what they ask. For example, they ask you to describe a tree. Don't start by telling them that in the morning I wake up and when I open the door, I then come downstairs. That is where this tree is. No, they don't want you. They don't want to know the time you woke up in the morning. They want you to describe the tree they want you to describe. Full stop. You get there. This tree has branches that protrude upwards. It is green. the branches are this, the color of the stem is this, the color of the leaf is this, it has flowers that blossom this, they are very beautiful, it is tall, the height, the length, the width, how big. That's what they want you to do. Just do that, and before you know it, your 150 words is complete. Before you know it, your 250 words is complete. That is what I want to keep hammering for you guys. Please, unlearn. This is not, they don't want to stress you. Why are you stressing yourself? That is the thing. Then relearning, that is now what I'm going to tell you. In Nigeria, you have to read. In Africa, you have to read to pass. So relearning is that you must read to pass. This particular exam, you must read. I only read for like 3 days before I went to write this exam. But let me tell you the truth. That 3 days, some people cannot read what I read in that 3 days in 1 month. I read. I wish I brought in the book I was using for the practice. I would have shown you guys. I read. Oh God. I practiced more than 100 questions. Like 100, not 100 questions, 100 though. 100 question settings, like a whole test, a whole exam. I practiced more than 100 different exams. Can you do that in 3 days? I did it because that is how Nigeria has put us. Like, you have to read in Nigeria, right? So now that is the relearning part of it. You have to read. You have to learn. You have to be ready to pass this exam. This exam is not, I'm not going to tell you that, just go and sit down, flip through your books, and no, you will not pass. And I'm not being strict. I'm not just here. No. I'm just being very, very frank with you. You have to read. Like, you have to read like somebody that wants something. How much you have to read. You have to read, getting into the exam hall and be so confident about yourself. Whether you pass or not, that is not it. But you have to know in your mind that you have done your part. That is the part of relearning I'm going to talk about. So now let's talk about the learning. The learning part, it combines the relearning and the unlearning. This is it. Let me explain to you guys. You have to behave as if you have never written any exam in your life. Now you will go and you will look for materials that you need for this exam. I'm going to be sharing some YouTube channel. Guys, very sincerely, I did not use any book. I did not use any book, whether online or hard copy. I did not, because it is not needed. Nowadays, everything you need is on YouTube. Everything you need is online. When you go to carry a book that was released, let me say, 2025, yes, 2025. But you don't have a teacher in front of you to teach you. You just got a book and you are checking the answer. You are checking. That is not what is going to come out in your exam. I hope you know that. That is not what is going to come out. That's why I'm going to advise you that you get YouTube channels. I'm going to be listing the YouTube channels that I use to practice to go and write this exam once. I'll be listing them here. If you use this YouTube channel, you go there completely like you've never written an exam before, like you've never heard anybody speak English to you before. You go there like you are empty-headed. Sit down and practice. Let these people be your teacher. Don't complain. Anything they say, take into consideration. These people know more than you. So learn. Open up your mind. Forget about where you are coming from. Forget about the 12 years you've used in from primary school to secondary school. That is 12 years. Then plus university, that's like 16, 18 years for some people, right? Forget about that. Listen. Jot. Write. Practice. Repractice. Move forward. Move backward. Anything that you fail, check why you fail it. Just don't say, I failed this one. Oh, you mark yourself. Oh, I got 35/40. Why did you fail those 5? Why did you fail those 5? Do you know that if you fail 5 questions, you're going to get 8? If you fail 7, 8, you're going to get 7.5. Then it reduces like that. You start getting 7. So people that even fail, it's not like they are not passing, no. Somebody tells you that they got 6.5. They did not fail. In the literal sense, they did not fail. Maybe they only missed 12 questions. That is why they are on 6.5 and 7. They did not fail, but they failed because there is a cutoff. Do you get me? So if you fail 5 questions, sit down and check why. How can you not fail these 5 questions? The goal is 9. The goal is 8.5. The goal is 8. The lowest goal is 7.5. That is the lowest goal. Please don't go beyond that. Don't go below 7.5. Some people might need 6 to get into whatever program they want to get into. But target, face 8 so that if you fail, you get to 7.5. Face 8 so that if you fail, you get to 7. Why will they reject you if you get 7? If you need 6 and you get 7, they will not reject you. So why don't you aim higher so that if you perhaps make a mistake, or maybe you just did not focus well and then you did not pass what you're supposed to pass, why don't you just land and get to 7? That's, nobody will penalize you for getting high score now. So yeah, now we are going to get into how to pass each of the segments. In case you do not know, there are 4 segments in IELTS: listening, reading, speaking, and writing. Now for listening, please use your dictionary to check for the meaning of listening. I cannot say it word for word, but it says like literally being in a situation without distraction. Don't allow a piece of pen to distract you when you're writing that exam. Don't allow somebody's to distract you. Don't allow somebody's God. Don't allow anything to disturb you. You see, when you are plugged in, when you plug in that earpiece, my fellow sisters, men, please focus on your book. Don't look left. Don't look right. If you miss a question, forget about the question. If you miss a question, forget about that question. Move on. Move on. The channels I'm going to be sharing with you guys, they're going to tell you guys everything to do. But I'm just telling you from somebody that has written it before, that was in front of me, and I've written it. Move on. Maybe, let's say for instance, you think you heard tomatoes, right? Write that tomatoes. Move. Move. Like, you think you heard tomatoes. You think tomatoes is the correct answer, right? It might be the correct answer. That is the funny thing. It might be the correct answer. Write tomatoes and move. If you spend extra 1 second on that question that you have a little problem with, I am telling you, you will miss the next 3-4 questions. And before you even know where that speaker is, before you know where to balance up, you must have missed 4, 5, 6 questions. You will not even know. Oh my God. When I was writing my exam, we were in this class, and I don't know what happened to that lady. She was in front of me, but I noticed that she missed a question. Then maybe I don't know what she did because I was so focused on my own book, but she was like, oh Jesus, oh Jesus. You see that, oh Jesus, you're supposed to call on to God. Yes, call on to God, call on to Allah, call on to Jesus. But at that point, please don't call on to God. God knows your heart. God is with you already, right? That's why I told you from the beginning. You have to sort God. If you're a believer, you have to sort God from the beginning. So God is with you already. Don't call on to him again at that point. Just try to get what question the speaker is on at that particular time and move on. Maybe it's only 1 question that you missed. 1 question, you are still on 9. You are still on 9, band 9 for that 1 question that you missed. So if you're able to regain yourself, you can still get a 9, band 9. Very good. Very good. That's why I'm telling you, please, don't be distracted. Number 2 thing for listening. You have to be sure to have read instruction. They will give you time to read instruction. Don't take that time to be looking around. Read instruction. Read instruction. Very confusing. They will tell you sometimes that pick the option. Like, pick the, how will I make this make sense to you guys? Okay, they give a question like, what are one of the three colors in a traffic light. Then I'll tell you number one, A, red, B, purple, C, indigo. You know that A is the answer, right? Red. What if they confuse you and they don't want you to write red? They will just want you to write A. A. They want you to write A, not red. So please, I'm begging you, read the instruction. This instruction reading pertains to everything in IELTS. Read the instruction, reread the instruction, understand the instruction, reread it again within that period that they gave you. Please don't look around. Don't look for a girl. Don't look for a guy that is eyeing you there. This is your future in your own hands. Forget about them. When you finish, go and meet the guy. Go and meet the lady that is eyeing you. Forget about them for that particular time. Do you guys understand me? So that is it. Instruction. Read to understand instruction. Just don't read and be like, no, read to understand. You have to really, really understand. I don't want this video to be too long, but now let's move to reading. These people are not like Nigerians. They're not like Africans that they will give you question 1 to 10, right? And then question 10 answer is in the first paragraph. No! Question 1 answer is most likely going to be in the first paragraph or second paragraph. Question 2 answer will most likely be in second paragraph, third paragraph. Question 3 will probably be in third paragraph or fourth paragraph. That is it. In short, most of them, question 1 is in first paragraph. Question 2, the answer is in second paragraph. 3, third, fourth, fifth. That is how it is. They're not scratching your head, taking question 10 to paragraph, the first paragraph when you must have finished. No. So this is what I'm going to advise you. That time that they give you to read instruction, read your questions. Don't read paragraph. They will give you time to read paragraph. Read your questions. As you're reading instruction, read your paragraph. Read your questions. Except maybe they say this time is for reading instruction and paragraph. Then you can now use, I don't think they do that. They give you time to read instruction. During that instruction, you read the questions too. Then they will give you time to start. Once you start, they're supposed to read your paragraph, your comprehension. So now, because you've read your questions, right? Because you've read your questions, when you are starting, read your question 1 again. I'm telling you guys, expo. I don't think there's anybody on this internet that has ever explained this the way I did before. Read number 1 again. After you must have read the whole questions, right? Read question 1 again. You are looking for the answer for number 1. Forget about number 2. Even if you would not see answer for number 2 when you are looking for number 1, right? But in case you see answer for number 2, just underline it. Go back and look for. That means that you have passed your question number 1 answer. That is it. That means if you are seeing number 2 answer, you have passed question number 1 answer. I'm telling you. I practiced. So I'm telling you from experience. You have passed question number 1 answer. Go back. Just underline that answer number 2 that you have seen. Underline it. Go back. Look for question number 1. If you don't see it, forget about it. Write out your question number 2. Write it out. Move to question number 3. You see it, write it. When you finish everything, go back to question number 1. If you're not able to go back, fine. You did not waste all of your time in question number 1, right? You can move on. Now, they must have told you, start moving to the next section, because there are people that will keep telling you, read the instruction now. They will tell you, read the instruction. You read the instruction. When you read the instruction, you start to answer your question. Please don't waste time. Don't waste too much time on a question. It's better for you to miss 1 question than for you to not be able to attempt 5 questions because you wasted time on that 1 question, which you might even fail. You might even fail it. So why did you waste so much time on it? Now, let's move to writing. Speaking is an entirely different ball game. Let's move to writing. Yeah. For writing, that is the hardest part for me. Writing is the hardest part for me. Do you know why? Because I am a Nigerian that has been drilled and made to believe that you must suffer before you pass. I am so used to writing 500 words essay 800 words essay that writing 150 words essay, 250 words letter is so hard for me. Let me explain. If I was given an essay to write and they tell me 500 words, I know that I must start telling them history, right? That is it. For me to be able to write 800 words, you don't want me to write history, I must write history for you now. Do you get? And I must squeeze my words so that the first line and the first paragraph will feel so. That is the logic. They don't want that. They don't want that. They want you to hit the nail on the head. Go straight to the point. Don't tell us jagbajantis. Except, though, there are some questions. There are some questions that you'll be like, what will I write to even get 150 words? Yes. You can. A little bit. Make it like, start from a big umbrella before you now talk the topic. Or start the topic and then you buttress. A little. Very simple. I've told you the expo. Very simple. Before you know it, you write 150 words. So many people advise, as I'm going to be sharing these particular channels, don't forget about them. Go and check everything on this channel that I'm going to be sharing here. They will tell you that you should not exceed, if they say 150 words, please don't exceed 200 words. When they say 250 words, don't exceed 300 words. They don't need it. They've told you what they needed. But maybe you are trying to conclude and you'll not be able to finish what you are saying. Just 50 words more. It's okay. Do and go. If you are doing your wasabi, increase it to 100 more words. Don't even let it get to that. They don't want it. They don't. So now let's move to speaking. Speaking. Let me tell you what makes so many people feel speaking. Because when they get into that room, they're either meeting Oyinbo or they are meeting a professor or a doctor in English. Tell me what you want to tell a professor of English that he has not heard before. So they start to panic. When the person says, hello, welcome, my name is Professor this of English, and so people are already panicking. Why are you panicking? This man knows more than you. That is the best situation you can be in. Somebody that knows more than you. And you know that he knows more than you. But why are you not panicking? If you are with your mate, maybe you are in a debate, and people are trying to, that is different. You don't know who knows more, that is different. But this man that you are going to meet, he knows that he knows more than you. And even you know that he knows more than you. Why are you panicking? That's the number one thing. You are in a free zone. Sit down and relax. God has given you a good place to start. You are with somebody that knows more than you. Learn from them. Simple. So they will ask you a series of questions. I think I'm going to make a video, if you guys need a video, for me to tell you each steps of each of these groups of exam. Like for listening, I'll tell you what section A is about, section B. If you guys need look at that kind of video, let me know. I'll do that video someday, one day, but maybe very soon if you guys want it. But there are 3 categories for speaking. Introduction. Then there will be back and forth. He will ask you question, you answer. You ask you question, you answer. Then the third part will be a part where he will tell you a topic. Then you will do all the talking for 2 to 2.5 minutes. And then he will stop you and then he will rate you. Introduction. You might be lucky they ask you, who are you? What town are you from? How was your child? Describe your childhood. Those are simple questions. I don't think there will be hard questions. There is never a hard question for introduce yourself. What if I create a story and tell you, you don't know me? This man doesn't know me. He only knows English more than me. But he did not get the ability to know me. Except you enter a room and you meet your uncle there. But even your uncle does not know you. Moreover, they are not marking the story. They are marking your use of English. So whether it is a true life story, a formulated story, make sure you are using your tenses well. Make sure you are linking your sentences. Don't be giving them simple questions, a simple sentence. I am going, full stop. Then I came, full stop. Who are you talking to? Give them compound and complex sentences. It was a very, see, I'm a talkative, right? But I think I understand English a little bit because my dad tried to help us with structuring our English, not just speak English at home. No. There was a point we were not even allowed to speak English at home. That's not it. But my dad was able to structure us to understand the basics of English. The rules, yes, the rules of English. I know when to use certain verbs, when to use certain... I know the rules of English, right? So let's say this man said, describe your village. I can start with, oh, my town, my beautiful town. My town is located in the north central part of Nigeria. It is called Ofa, and it is within a state. It is within the Kwara state of Nigeria. It is a beautiful town. Though small, it is this, it is that. We have a king who is one of the first-class kings in the world. My this, that, and we do this more. Like, you see the way I started? Oh, like, don't be shy. Don't feel like this man is going to laugh at you. He's not going to laugh at you. They want to see how confident you are. They want to see your use of words. They want to see your use of English. They want to see your use of idioms. They want to see your use of exaggeration. Your simile is as beautiful as this. They want to see everything. So don't be shy. He will not laugh at you. As you are talking, this man is writing. As you are talking, he's calling you. He's not going to wait and be thinking, what did this girl say? No. As you are talking, he's doing his head like this. And he's marking you. He's scoring you. As you are thinking that he's laughing at you, you are thinking in your head, this man has scored you. Before you leave there, your score has been documented. As he tells you, thank you for coming, have a great day, he has finished. 8/10, 5/10, full stop. Next. Immediately, because do you want him to go and sit down and be thinking, what did this girl say? Though it will be recorded, but it doesn't have to go and be thinking, what did she say? Should I increase the mark? No. Immediately you stand up, your mark has been recorded, and that is all. So that is the whole thing about writing IELTS. If you listen to this video and you don't think you're going to pass IELTS, maybe you should look for another exam to write. Look for another exam to write. IELTS is not for you because I've told you everything you need. Everything you need to pass IELTS, I've told you how to practice. Please, depending on how you know yourself. See, we know ourselves, right? We know ourselves. If I'm going for an interview, I don't practice anything. Maybe I just go and read about the company, what they offer, that's all I'm going to read about the interview, right? Because I know myself, I'm a good speaker. Interview is not my problem. So speaking exam will not be my problem. I'll just have to go on those channels that I've listed here, check what they have for me, how to do this, how to handle this, when to stop, when to give command. When you give command, there's a way your command should sound. As I am going, it's different from as I'm going to the... No, as I'm going, that means that there is a comma there. When you reach the full stop in the marketplace, and then, no, don't start the question, don't start the sentence with and then. In the marketplace, full stop. As I proceeded to, it is showing that you know what you are doing. That even when you are writing it down, you know how to write it down. See, if you guys need me to see anything more on IELTS writing exam, let me know in the comment section. I think I've exhausted everything I want to say. But maybe if you ask a particular question, I will know where to help you. So if you have any question on IELTS, let me know in the comment section. I will tackle it from there. If you guys enjoyed this video, I know I spoke a lot, but it is needed. Share this video with a friend that's intending to write IELTS. Even in the next 5 years, you are planning to write IELTS in the next 5 years. Share with the person. The person is intending to write it next year. Share with the person. Next week, check it out. You've written it before. Still go through this video. I promise you, you have a different mindset for writing IELTS. And you will pass because you've already changed your mindset. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys in my next one. Don't forget to subscribe, share with a friend, and tell a friend to tell a friend. Leave a comment. I want to hear you guys' feedback. Let me know everything. any question you may have, any problem you may have, just let me know it in the comment section. Subscribe if you're not yet subscribed. That is a crime, but we are still accepting people. So come into the picture, come into the family. It is a good family right here. It's a sweet family right here. And my name is Ariola. See you guys in the next one.